All right, it's time to check out a brand new game. We're gonna pop back over here and here. Come on, capture. Can I capture, please? Oh gosh, everything lagged for a second. Okay, this seems to be fine now. We're gonna turn this back on here real quick and welcome to Haste. This is a game all about going fast and being smooth. So, I've already played this game a bunch, but I wanted to play it on stream. So, you know, I figured why not? I was thinking about doing a run, maybe of just the first world to get you acquainted with the game, and then we'll run something a little harder, you know, just for funsies. There's no subtle or any motives for this at all, you know. Oh, what is the background just changed? What are the odds of that? How weird. Oh wow, did the text change on screen? Weird. I don't know why the game is lagging. Everything's lagging. Why is that happening? Allow me to close some things real quick, just to... in case that this is causing stress on the game or something. I do a pro game remove. Everything's gonna lag for a second. Real bad. Oh gosh, I lost my bar. Oh well. Am I still alive? I am, okay. Okay. I'll close down a couple tabs. Let's see if that helped out a bit. But yeah, welcome to Haste. The goal of the game, go fast. So you know. Let's go fast. A prediction is live, by the way, if you want to predict if I will complete the shard. I will remind you, this is the first level in the game. So, the choice is up to you. I have several hours in this game. As you can see, different landings give different, you know, rewards. We get energy, which is, you know, incredibly useful. We have different abilities. I've selected the cowl, which gives me an upward burst whenever I use it. So, you know, useful for getting that little jump of height that I need. Whee! Alright, and guess what? This is a roguelike. So, our goal is, of course, as always, reach the end boss. So, let's do a little bit of mapping here. I can select as many as I'd like and queue them up in a row. Let's do a bit of you. That's fine. I want to shop. Which means I do need to go this way. There we go. We've got it queued up here. Let's go. Alright. Now, as of course, other things that you might find interesting is if you look at the top left of my screen, you can see the current estimated rank I'm going to get if I were to run straight towards the portal. That is entirely based off how fast I get there. So if I go a little faster here, use a little bit of my technology, it goes up to S rank. As you can see, I'm running 100-ish meters per second. Not kilometers per second. That'd be a whole different speed. Yeah, the whole goal of the game is avoid dying. Now, there's a reason to go fast. The reason to go fast is the world is crumbling behind you. I'll give you a demonstration in just a second of what it looks like. But first, a little bit of health restoration. Anyone around? Hello. What? Oh. They're all adorable. Ah, welcome to the shop, the heart of any good roguelike. We've got items, we've got currency that I've been picking up, so let's take a peek here. Let's take the extra health. When we go fast, we get extra health. It's that easy. Alright, back in here. Anyway, oh yeah, I was going to show you the world crumbling behind me. It looks like this. We're running far away from it. Obviously, the end of the world is not a good sign. And now it's the part where I try and recover the run. Because, oopsie. It turns out, looking behind you is not exactly easy. Okay, got it back up to A. Let's see if we can get it up to... back up to S rank. Yes, we can. We can recover this run. Ta-da! There we go. Yeah, this is World 1. It's the simplest of the worlds. It's got the least chaotic things happening. We'll get to chaos soon, don't worry. But yeah, I've just been having fun. I've been playing this in my off time. Like, for example, like right before I go to bed, I just do a run of this shard, this world. It's just fun. It doesn't need to be big, flashy. It can just be fun. By the way, in case you aren't familiar with the people who make this game, this is made by Landfall Games. The people who made Cluster Truck, Tabs, a whole bunch of stuff. Content warning. Hey, look. Hey. The captain. Yay. Of course, the captain would just steal random fires. That's entirely captain coded. Ooh, 10% boost. I have enough for both of these. Yes. Alright, this is the more difficult level that I selected earlier. This one is, as you can tell, a little bit scary. Usually contains harder objectives. Obstacles that would cause even the most good players to have to concentrate just a touch more. And I would never say I'm an expert at this game. But I would say I'm pretty okay. Alright, this objective's pretty simple. Or obstacle's pretty simple. Just go through a hole in the wall. It's just that they're mean and make the holes hard to see. There we go, there's the portal. And we're out of here. challenge level complete. For completing a challenge level, we get a reward. Let's do this one. Always good to get a source of health. I'm actually gonna skip that bonus ring. I don't need it. Smooth. Yeah, this game is all about that flow. Getting from one place to the other smoothly. There we go. Look at that. Right off the building. And right into the portal. Looks like we have about 3 or 4 nodes left to go on this round here. Big ring, small world. Okay, okay. This one. This one's very fun. Ow. My face. The goal of this one's pretty simple. We got 5 little stars to collect here. And unfortunately, they're not, you know, in our hands, so we need to fix that. Got 1 left. Okay, that was not a great launch, but we have 70 seconds still, so we have time to get some speed and collect the last one. There we go. Level complete. Ooh. A chance to just get a full heal. Wow. I gotta take that one. That means, if I remember right, we have 1 level left and then the boss fight. There we go. We're going speedy through here. Okay, this is a bit of an awkward one because we got lasers. Hot lasers. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, we go. Perfect. Ignore the fact that's not good. It was perfect in my eyes, you know. We didn't get hit with a laser. Call that an absolute win. Oh, just okay. Ooh, we're down to an A. We can't have that. We're supposed to be the expert here. We're supposed to be doing S ranks. Yes, just barely. Barely got in on the S rank. Battle begins. We're fighting Jumper. Jumper's quite mean. Jumper will launch lava missiles at us, which converts the ground into lava. Quite rude. And as the name implies, if I don't get to Jumper fast enough, Jumper jumps away. So we jump at Jumper. Now, of course, comes Jumper's second attack. The infinitely more painful and terrifying lava wall. And this is where the cowl comes in real handy. Ow. I hit the lava. So this is where the close calls come in handy, because I do this, And suddenly I have a lot of health and everything's just fine. We can jump right over the lava wall. I said right over the lava wall. Right into Jumper's nose. One more hit should do it, and then we'll be all done with this shard. Ow, my face. That hurt. Cheat up. Out of the way of the lava wall. That's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, fine. I'm not worried because we've already won. There goes Jumper. The shard's complete. We did it. So you've seen normal gameplay, but let's do a little bit more interesting stuff. There's an endless mode. So let's set a goal of how many levels will I complete before I die and lose all my lives. Let's get over here first, and then we'll set a goal. And the prediction will be determined by the goal. Okay, so. What do I have for the goal right now? Right now, I think I set the goal at 5 or 10. We can do better than them. Let's set the goal. 20. 20 levels. We're not doing peaceful. We'll do medium. Random seed. Here we go. Prediction is now live. It doesn't matter how many shards I collect, I just need to get to the end of the level. I mean, it will matter later if I have items that I pick up for along the way, but for right now, it's just get to the end using any means necessary. Here we go. Nailed it. Soon, I'm sure of it. No, I don't want to be near the end of the world. I'd rather not. There we go. As a reward, every couple levels, we get an item. Here we go. So if we find sparks, I can collect them for a little bit of extra energy, and at this rate it might be helpful. Oh boy. That hurts. Come on, there we go. Let's get back on the run here. And we speed along. There we go. Now that's the speed I like seeing. And there we go. Level complete. This one has the ice geysers. Perfect, we got some energy off of that. Steal the sparks for their energy. Alright. And speed away. Ooh, that was close. All right. I mean, it wasn't exactly my best performance, but it'll be a lot worse. And it's a way for you to hear some of the great music this game has. Just all great music. That was close. That was almost a laser to the face. Here we go. Yes. We're moving. Absolute perfection on the landings there. I mean, compared to like someone just starting the game. Again, I am not the best person to play this game, but I'm having fun and doing at least reasonably okay in my opinion, so I call that an absolute win. Alright, give us a little bit bonus energy. Right here, perfect. That's fine. We get our speed back from the ability. Perfect. Lots of lasers. Don't care. No lasers for me, please. Thank you. Alright, and there's the portal. Let's hop in. boost. Gotta go fast. Yes. This is a train. The train has boost rings on it. And sparks. Which, if I may remind you, work really well. With my current build. $160. Nearly 170 in there. It's hard to stay on the rails. I'm literally flying. $170. I think that's a new PB for that. The fun part with having a lot of energy is you can just fly. Who needs to worry about the ground when you're in the air? Ta-da! And landed. Ow. Come on, there we go. Let's get some speed going here. Starlight Pit. Ow. That's a rock to the face. And that's a death right there. Which means I just restart the level from the beginning. Alright, let's try and be a little bit smarter about this. And not crash directly into a rock. There we go, not into a rock. Look at that. Nice and smooth. Keep that speed up and keep on running here. And there we go, level complete. I think I'm gonna quickly turn off the auto message on completing levels because we're completing a lot of levels. No need to leave the chat spammed with, "Good job, you completed a normal level," because that's what we're doing the whole time here. More lasers. There we go. That was close. As you see, the world has gotten a little bit more crumbly, a little bit more difficult. It's not exactly one continuous chunk now. Looks like Twitch does want an ad break in the next 5 minutes or so. Alright. After this next level, I'll run a quick ad break, take a sip of water, take a small, stretch break. Oh, that's fun. Wee. $78. There we go. Perfect. 3 rewards to choose from. Alright, let's run that quick ad break, take a quick stretch break, make sure to stay hydrated and all that sort of stuff, and we'll be back in 90 seconds. So, there we go. Welcome back from the ends. We're gonna take this reward and keep on running here. Currently halfway to our goal of 20 levels. I'll probably be stopping around then as well. But we gotta get there first. This one's got a lot of things here. Okay, at least I can go above the things for a second and find a good landing zone. I don't exactly want to go too fast in this section. because I'll slam my face in a rock, which unfortunately is an incurable condition. There we go, some good energy here. Now I'm fine with going fast so the rocks are out of the way. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of energy. Ah, this section. Okay. This section is great because there's no floor. As you can see, I am flying over empty void. And the void does count as the end of the world. I have unfortunately learned that the hard way. Oop. Lovely stuff. And there's another one in the distance. Let me collect some energy just in case. And just made it. There we go. There we go, nice and speedy stuff, right under the laser. Perfect timing for the energy, because it's time for radio time. There we go, normal level time. Grab some sparks, get a couple more points of energy. Beautiful stuff. Right into a portal. Yay. Alright, 13 levels complete. There we go. This one's awkward because we got fingers appearing out of nowhere. Ah, the crossing lasers. Only mildly terrifying. There we go. Portal! Get us out of here. Perfect. Let's get that speed on here. It's this one. Where the game decides, you know what's great? Hitting Zoe with bombs. I don't feel like being on the ground right now. No particular reason. Just would rather not be on the ground. Oh, don't worry. If you're worried about the world seeming to not catch up to me, it will. It gets faster with every level. Like the fitness gram pacer test. What have we got? Yeah. More sparks and more range? Well, that works well. I like that. We do in fact like that. Double train! Look at me collecting sparks from miles away and running Mach 5 into a wall. You saw nothing. See, I'm back on the train track like nothing ever happened. Everything's going just fine. Alright, we'll need all the energy we can get for this next bit, because the ground is gone. There we go. And there we go. I probably should have grabbed those shards. Oh well, it's fine. We have enough energy for anything. Don't look at the don't look. No, please don't look. There's no lack of energy here. See, look, we have energy for anything now. And it sounds like we're gonna need it. So welcome back to The Ground Does Not Exist. There's the portal. And we're out. Almost there. Good bot. Look, not even a loss of speed for my big failure. Come on, there we go. Ow. My face. I'd been hit in the face. Welcome to the laser dance. And away we go. There we go. Portal has to be up ahead, right? Please. There you are. We've arrived. Another reward. Oh. Yeah. Have to go for it. Have to go for it. Invulnerability every time I press the left trigger, basically. That's always helpful. Whee! And that is where invulnerability comes in handy. And that's where it would have come in handy if I had, you know, actually used it. All right. Only minorly close. We're fine. Everything's just fine. Woo! Invulnerability for the win. And that's Portal. Mines. So, the world is currently chasing us. Come on, let's get out of here. These levels are definitely getting harder. Just triggering it for invincibility now. Those bombs have a nasty habit of landing on my face, and then you know how that goes. 'Let me go a little faster here. Because the world is currently falling apart behind me. I will happily steal the agency's railway to speed away. - 230 kilometers or meters per second. I think it's my new highest speed. Ah, I died. Oh no. I guess that means I just have to go on here again. Excuse me, I need to get back on the road. Thank you. Okay. Ow. That's awkward. Alright, next level. We're down to just 3 lives. I know we were at 3 earlier. We got 1 back after a couple levels. Ow. That's a bit awkward. There we go. Ooh. I'm just gonna turn on invincibility for there. Not there, apparently. There we go. Another item. Oh. Invulnerability every time I pick up a spark, you say? Plus extra spark pickup range. You tell me I don't even have to worry about the trains on the train track anymore? That's crazy. Whee! There we go. Another train track. Aw, you shouldn't have. I don't have to worry with anything as long as I stay on this train track. And the train track doesn't try to leave me or something. Like that. I like the train tracks back. Fun fact, I think I'm collecting so many of these sparks that I can just kind of do whatever I want. There we go. You know, what everyone does on the train tracks. Run at 190 meters per second. Aw, no train tracks. Oh boy. I don't need to worry about them. Alright, this one's gonna be fun. There we go. Portal. Get us out of here. And there we go. Next level. Nope, that's bad. Rip me. There was no recovering from that. That's unfortunate. There we go. Much smoother. Just a hair too late on that invulnerability. Oh, and soon, okay. There we go. I did not have the energy. That was awkward. I may have lost too much speed. I'm not dead yet, but let's put it this way. I fear the end of the world is close at hand. Yes, I know ads are inbound soon. I'll run them after this level or... yeah. Perfect. Perfect for a quick little stretch break. Take 90 seconds, get a drink of water, all that sort of fun stuff. And I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, welcome back from the ads. Hope your stretch break was good. We'll keep on running here. We're likely going to be running into some skill issues on my part very soon. If not timing issues for sure. That's a lot of lasers and explosions. As you can see, this is a mild step up from shard number 1 in terms of complexity level here. There's a few more obstacles that we will need to avoid with careful precision, lest we you know, run into something we wish not to. As you can see here, items coming very handy. That was so much. I'm so glad I had the invincibility. Alright. Oh, I missed 3. Rip. Don't dive into the Starlight Pit. That doesn't go well. We have watched the Star Wars movies. Portal. We're gonna do the invulnerability strat here. I am not going to be taking part in the how to get exploded competition today. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, slightly better now. I hope if I landed back on the field and got some energy. There we go. And that's almost a full refill right there. You love to see it. Portal. There we go. Alright. As you can see, the ground is mildly disintegrating behind us, which is indicative of a bad time. Here we go. There we go, perfect time for an energy refill because we've got fun times ahead. And there's the portal. That's the edge of the world right there. Probably a good idea to stay away from that just in case. Here we go. That was a long flight right there. And there's a portal. Let's see. More spark pickup range. Interesting. Interesting. The world's all dark and gray now. Oh no. Where are we going? There we go. Come on, there we go. Get that speed on. And there's the portal. Boop. Nice. And that's another death right there. Invincibility ran out at just the wrong time. There we go. I didn't expect that to hurt me. That's quite rude of the game. There we go. And there's portal. We even have full energy at the end. Nice. There we go. How fast can we go? That is the question. The answer is not fast enough. Alright. It looks like I lost track of the levels. We have definitely completed our goal now. Alright, we're running for our lives. This is standard procedure in this scenario. There we go. Because everyone goes for the high floating islands. Yeah, definitely. Any more sparks, or are we landing? Nope. We do not need to land. We have this. There we go. Finally had to land. Alright. One more level and then I'll call it for the stream here. Can I fly all the way to the end of this level? I cannot. I do have to land every now and then. Fine, I guess. I see how it is. Alright. We more than doubled our goal, which I think is probably a good spot to stop for the stream. We beat the goal. Got a bunch of anti-sparks too. Nice long. We reached 238 meters per second. Nice. But ooh, there's a little dialogue back at the spawn area. Gotta see what the little dialogue at the spawn area is. And we've arrived. It's the captain. Hello, Captain.
Hey.
Nice.
Huh? Mm-hmm.
That's the perfect thing to end off the stream with. But yeah, thank you also so much for watching. I will not be here for like a week. As a heads up, I know this is shocking news, but I will be out of town for the next week, so no streams. That's also why I'm having to end stream a little earlier than I had planned originally, because I have to get ready. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see ya next week. That was a bot, so they don't get their credit roll. As always, don't forget you can follow me on Twitch to get notified when I go live, or you can join the Discord, which leaves this link here. If you want to find any of my other socials, you can always go to hello.mostad.com. You'll find all of my socials there. If I can spell correctly, that would help. There you go. There. The bot's not. Bot's not yelling. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. See you next week.